about explicit information. So the answer to this first question is glaring right in the text. You can see it, you know it, you understand it. I mean, it is just right there. I bet you guys could all tell me right now what room was he going to? Room 412. So go ahead and write that on that first line. And now we're going to have to start inferring. We're going to have to start using the clues from the text to figure out the answers to our question. So Colton, do you think that from reading that text, do you think that he was excited, nervous, or bored?
I think he was nervous.
You think he was nervous. Did you have a clue or some clues in the text that made you think that?
His fist was wide or something. I don't remember, but I think he said, I always go back to half.
Right, very good. And so Christian had a good point too. So right, when you may not just remember exactly what it was, you got the good feeling of the text. But you can go back to the text and you can see that I think what you were talking about, his knuckles turning white. So like he's holding on to his backpack so tight that his knuckles are turning white. So that was a clue that Colton remembered from the text. But you can go back and find that. Let's look at the text. Are there any other clues? Ivan, do you see any other clues in the text that tell you that he was probably nervous? He kept his eyes on the floor while he was walking. It even says like there's cinnamon roll smell filling the air. I imagine that smelling lovely. Normally if I smell something good, I'm like looking at that. But he was so nervous that he was just keeping his eyes on the floor as he walked. Have you guys ever been nervous or something and didn't want to like look at anybody in the face? So that gives you a clue to how it is.
Just like don't know what to do. I think like every year there's just something new.
Yes, there is a little bit new when you have new teachers. You know, even if you don't change schools, then there's still new things, right? And then sometimes we change schools. Okay, so go ahead and on that second one, write at least one context clue from the text that shows that he was nervous, and make sure you circle that nervous on that number 2. Have you guys already done that? Yeah. Look at you. You're so with it, so on it. Good job. Okay, so then the next one says, this is about the setting. So sometimes we can use the setting of the text to give us clues, right? So this says, is this a middle school or an elementary school? What do you think, Jacob? Do you think it's a middle school or an elementary school? What makes you think it's an elementary school?
He is a team player. So I have 3 reasons.
Is there anything in the text that makes you think it's an elementary school?
No.
No. What do you think? Was there anything in the text that makes you think it's a middle school? Is there a clue there? Do you want some help from your friends? Okay. What do you think?
He looked at the map in his hands. He looked back at the crowd full of tall, older students. He didn't recognize.
Okay, very good. students. So he looks at the map not, and he looks up and he sees tall, older students. If you see tall, older students, is that more likely gonna be a middle school or an elementary school? It's more likely gonna be a middle school. What, did you say you had another clue, Ivan? What was your other clue?
The teacher said, need some help finding your locker leaves because I'm at elementary school.
Okay, so locker's more likely gonna be found in a middle school. What did you find, Colton?
He said he usually was the first one to tell a joke. I feel like he was that in middle school. I think he like just got into middle school and just got out of help.
Okay, so you don't think they tell jokes in middle school?
Well, not just out. I feel like he would, if he was nervous, just out, he would just say a random joke.
Right, so he's definitely in a new setting. He was probably comfortable in elementary school, but now he's in a new setting in middle school. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, so then in the last one, and make sure you write an answer for that. In the last one, it says, sometimes we need to know how the character in a story feels. And sometimes they don't just say, like, Joe is mad, do they? They say, like, Joe stomped his feet, his face was turning red, he was clenching his fists. Those would be things that you could infer that someone was mad about something, right? So, in this one, in the third paragraph, Leo keeps his eyes on the floor and counts the floor tiles. What does this tell you about how he was feeling when he walked to class? Go ahead and write your answer, and then I'll have some of you share.
Attention teachers, if you have not turned in all of your forms for class pictures, please send them up to the office now. And if I somehow missed you to get a class picture, will you please call the office? Thank you.
So the goal is to get to where you're writing.
Jacob, did you finish yours? Okay, what did you write?
But I'll allow you to do it until I get.
He was nervous. Okay.
Yes.
Did anyone else have any more details about that, Kylie?
I think he was nervous because he's being in a new group and there's so many people.
Very good. So you inferred that that's how he's feeling because you think that he's in a new grade with new people, maybe a whole new school even, right? Doesn't seem like he's very familiar in the setting. Yes, Colton?
Nervous, scared, and maybe a little sad because he didn't know what he
Very good. Very good. So he could feel more than just nervous. He could feel some other things, right? Okay. What do you think, Ivy? Very good. Well, it's hard to be, it's hard when you don't know anybody. You gotta make a lot of work to get to know people, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you can't just do that right out the first day. Aaron?
He's nervous and anxious and
Nervous, anxious, and confused. What makes you think he's confused?
because he doesn't know where all the classes are.
Right, so he's got some tools. He's got like a map, teacher kind of helps him and everything. But he's never been to Route 412 before, has he? Very good. Yes.
I think like he has a lot of anxiety and nervous.
Do you? Okay. Well, I can see that. Can see how you could pull that from the text. Okay, so here's the next thing. I want you guys to tell me what is something that's another explicit thing that's right there written in the text. So we've been talking about inferring for a little while. The first explicit piece we had was that it was room 412 because that's written right there. What's something else that's explicit in the text?
So this is what we're gonna be working towards next week.
Okay, Christian, what's
Oh,
explicit?
we could tell the person in the bright welcome badge, we could tell that's like a girl teacher, not a man teacher.
Okay, well, the welcome, the teacher wearing a bright welcome badge stepped toward him and smiled.
Yeah, yours
You
is like
can,
mine.
if you infer it's a girl you infer it's a girl teacher, but explicitly you know that the teacher wore a welcome badge, right? So the explicit piece would be that the teacher wore a welcome badge.
Keep on typing
Yes.
my name.